As I get older, I'm starting to realize how messed up the credit system is. So you mean to tell me the people with the higher credit scores, money good, all that, they pay the least amount of money, but the people that might be struggling, credit score might not be the best, you make them pay more money? Okay. Like, bro, that is a fucked up concept, bro. That's like kicking the horse while you're already down type shit.
Credit, I live off credit cards because when you use your debit card, what purpose are you getting from it? And your money is gone right then and there.
Yeah, right.
Swipe your card for $300, your debit card, that money gone straight out your account.
Okay, so it do make sense.
It makes sense. You're
gonna pay it.
You're gonna pay
anyway,
it, right?
But the credit card gives you
Time.
benefits, time.
Yes.
Then what a job didn't give you, the credit card will, basically.
Exactly.
So you can.
Let's go.
It's Joe from Georgia. If you want to know how bad the economy's getting and you have an American Express card, you'll know real soon. Because, folks, American Express has came in and just cut credit lines like you wouldn't believe. Now, I am a since 1982, 44-year user of American Express. Even the American Express Platinum card that I pay $895 a year for, because it was an unlimited credit line that I could use however I needed. Always paid my bills, never been late, nothing. I have more income than I've ever had. And I can't use my American Express Platinum card the way I used to because they cut it to where it used to, I could spend $100,000 and they wouldn't say anything. I tried to spend $5,000 and I got a call saying that they had reduced my credit line. And I'm like, exactly why? They said, well, it's a systematic thing they're doing because of just the credit market. It's just an update. Well, folks, it's because people aren't paying their bills. That's what's going on. I've always paid mine. I have good credit. Never late. But American Express, and that's just one credit card company because, folks, it's happening over and over again to where there's accounts that you have for 20-something years, and all of a sudden, they just cut your balance like you wouldn't believe. So, folks, American Express is at it, and I'm sure other credit card companies are. But the loyalty to American Express for me is over. So, folks, the economy is in the tank, and American Express is cutting their losses.
Here's some big brother advice on how to properly use credit cards so that you can get free money instead of screwing up your credit. I'm gonna make this super simple, so save this video. First, you need to understand how credit cards even work. There are 4 things that you need to know: your credit limit, your billing cycle, your grace period, and your statement due. Let's break those down. Your credit limit is how much credit you have. A general rule of thumb is to never use more than 30% of your credit limit. If your credit limit is $1,000, you wouldn't want to utilize more than $300 if you want to protect your credit.
And Capital One is a highly regulated institution, and we must.
So what you're saying, there's nobody else I could speak to? That's what I'm saying. The answer is no.
There is no one who could provide you
that's not the question I'm asking. Is there anybody higher who I can speak to? That's what I'm saying, because you sound full of shit. That's what I'm asking. Is there anybody higher than you that I can speak to? I'm asking if they can resolve the thing or not.
Whoa. Yo, what the heck is going on with Homeboy's, nails? He didn't just do, regular nails. Homeboy got pterodactyl size nails. He got bigger nails than my Cane Corso. Them things look like a hawk, tarantula, pick you up in the middle of the freaking desert, fly you over a mountain terrain, and drop you type of nails that will keep you in there. It's crazy. What the hell? Oh, that's how y'all get down. All right.
Question is yes or no. You're coming up with a whole mumbo jumbo there. I didn't ask that question. What I said is, there someone higher than you that I can speak to? Yes or no? What are we doing?
Your request is already met when you were transferred.
That I don't know what the hell we're talking about there. Is it yes or no?
No, I cannot transfer you to anyone who could.
It's like getting it out of the brick.
Because there is no one who could provide you any other resolution or any other results?
Bitch, we're gonna work until we die. The American dream is absolutely DEAD, ho.
Yeah, yo, we even got our credit card. We got our Apple card sliced in half, like the fee. It got sliced in half. And it doesn't matter if you pay it on time. It's not about that. I truly do believe, like, he's right. We're on the top of some type of recession. They see the indicators. They know people ain't paying bills. And some of y'all get online and y'all talk about, I ain't paying my bill today. I ain't paying no more bills. Listen, nigga, I'm not getting out here talking about I ain't paying my bill. I enjoy keeping a roof over my head. I just enjoy it. I don't like rain being in my mouth when I wake up. Oh, no. I just don't. And those damn bugs out there in the backyard, they don't belong in my underwear, bro. I don't think so. But it's happening all over, man.
That bitch died. That bitch is deceased. That bitch fucking funeral viewing was like 2 years ago. 8 years ago, 2008, when Obama was president. That shit just died. I miss Obama. I miss being a kid. Like,
how do you can't be no more than 20, probably 23. How the hell you miss Obama? That was damn near 2008, right? Bro, that's almost like 10, that's more than 10 to 12 years ago. And you talking about you miss Obama. See, that's how I know y'all just get on here and y'all just post like a bunch of shit. I just know. You had to be at least 13 years old, probably 10. That's why you said I miss being a kid, because you were a kid when Obama was president. You don't remember hard times. That's not even, when Obama was president, I met my wife. Bro, it was rough. I mean, married couples, and the market was shutting down, and I just became a realtor. I know at that time, I just got my real estate license. And them jokers were foreclosing on Negroes left and right. Oh, no. I mean, Negroes were there, and then I come back, and they not there no more. Like, in a matter of 48 hours.
This is just going to sound so but I did not realize that when I was a beautiful little young child, and I thought the world was peach and rainbows, that when it was going to be my turn, I'm 27 years young, baby, about to be 28, that when it was going to be my turn, it was going to be ass for me. The economy was going to be cheeks, and our little America is going to be run by somebody who can't even put into words, ain't got nothing nice to say, not going to say anything at all. And
how do you speak about, I just don't get it. I just don't get y'all. I really don't. Listen, I remember having a freak. Look, I'm going to say I remember. My son going to be like, yeah, back in my day, Dad. Oh, no. You remember, Dad? You be talking about back in your day. Y'all be complaining off of the most worst, craziest shit. Like stuff that y'all just complain. Y'all just be complaining. The American dream has changed. You're right about it. And I'm going to tell you, I think it changed largely because people kept believing that if they did a certain thing or they went a certain route, that things would end up better for them. And it was based off of the generations that went before. And the reality of it is you should have been making your way. We all should have been making our way based on our own skills, our interests, our abilities. Not everybody's created the same. Not everybody needs 4 years in college. Some people do need to go to the military. Yes, you do need to lock some motherfuckers up. And at the same time, hell yes, some of these parents, they don't do good. They're not great parenting. And parents, that's why the kids are screwed up. But at the end of the day, if you expect the country to give you a certain thing and you believe that your hope is placed in being in this system, the advantages are still in this system. I think a lot of it has to do with what you're hoping. See, when you hope in certain thing and it disappoints you, your heart stops hoping, and you put too much hope in the system. Yo, I'm talking to all of y'all. All of y'all put too much hope in the system. Your hope should be in you. The God that's in you. The one that created you, wealthy gods. Patreon link is in the description. Because it's so much more than just a hope in an American system. Whatever I get from America, the opportunity, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. You know why? Because I just know people in Africa. I know people in different parts of the world that don't even have probably about 10% of that. And y'all like, Leon, the system, but you still not listening. Y'all still not listening. If you reply back to that with some level of, but the system, you still not listening. You're not. You're not. You just want to be angry and frustrated at something. And I'm just not giving you the fuel to be angry and frustrated at.
Okay, let's talk about it. Because I want to make sure I'm not the only one that's going through this. So, I go to use my Amex Platinum card. Now, I just came off a whole vacation. The card worked fine. Everything was good. I get a text message saying, oh, yeah, or a message or email saying, oh, yeah, we lowered your limit. Now you have a limit on how much you can spend on your Amex card. I had Amex for over maybe 15, 16 years, maybe longer. And I never had this issue. It's on auto pay. It get paid off all the time, every month, same time. I'm trying to figure out why Amex is now, if nobody noticed, is now putting limits on an unlimited card. I'm confused. I bought cars with the card, everything. Somebody please let me know, because I'm confused.
But I'll never be able to own a home. I've never made enough money to be able to do that. I'll never be able to drive a luxury car. I'll never be able to take like a luxury vacation outside this country on like a nice flight.
So is America a scam because you can't do that? I mean, because we got to look at it like this. And you talking to somebody, yeah, I'm not an FBA. That's true. But I do come from an FBA lineage. You guys, come on now. I was born in West Africa, grew up in Philadelphia. My parents are from Africa, but we trace our lineage right back to Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, I went over there and I saw the last name and people in my family. I said, damn. Oh, no. They ain't leaving. Where the hell is my 40 acres and a mule? They owe me something. America's a scam, boy. How about those people that's in Asia and in Africa that don't even have this opportunity? I mean, they can't get on here and do half of the stuff that you want to do, bro. Half of the stuff that we want to do. They can do things, and a lot of people in Africa have flexibility, but rolling outages, not clean water, poor health system and infrastructure. Don't say that it's nothing compared to. It's not what we do have, and I'm never going to say that this thing is perfect, bro. Don't get it twisted. But we don't have what they got. We don't have what they have. And sometimes in some places, some spaces like the healthcare space, I think my wife had told me earlier today, I think she said, or somebody said they going over to Turkey. Who said that to me? One of y'all said this to me today. They going over to Turkey and Asia and getting their teeth done. Not Turkey and Morocco, like in the Middle East, and they're getting their teeth done. You would pay $50, $50,000 for the dentures. You pay $1,000 over there. I'm not gonna lie, that's great. That's awesome. That's bananas. That's really good. That's great. I just told him, what about when my teeth start effing up and I gotta get it and I gotta have somebody check it out? What happens then? Do I have to get back on another flight, go all the way to Asia and do that? Somebody leave a comment if y'all got fake teeth from Turkey and let me know, because I have no idea. But somebody logically feels just like these BBLs. Y'all don't want to get it from the doctors here because it's so much more money. You'd rather go over there. There is a cost for it. Not all the time. They have great medical service in some of these countries, but there is a cost. Don't tell me America's a scam. Don't say that. Don't say that, because it's people that's living in this country, that's living in other countries that will die for what you got. Matter of fact, they do, because they bust through the borders. I ain't getting into that part, but they do.
We'll never be able to do those things, you guys. I'm just a 39-year-old millennial that is just tired. I'm tired of doing everything that they told us to do, and it gets me nowhere. It just keeps me stuck in the same cycle of work, pay bills, stress each month, work, pay bills, have more anxiety. Am I going to pay all my bills this month? Am I going to be able to afford it? Pray that nothing goes wrong, and if something does go wrong, get set back. I do everything that they tell us to do. Work hard, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, go to school, get a good job, do all these things.
gotta realize at a certain point, homie, and I get what he's saying, because I was there at one point. You gotta stop doing what people tell you to do. I ain't telling y'all to be rebellious to go kick some shit. Don't get knocked out by any cops. Don't say this dude on TikTok told you to do anything that's going to get you an issue. But at the end of the day, I think we do listen to the wrong message. We sit back and we watch people tell us what to do, and we go do it, and we don't ask any questions. We don't even see if it fit for us. That's the craziest part. Imagine somebody saying, you need to become a barber, bro. Barbers will make tons of money. Everybody's becoming a barber. They're graduating from school and they going in getting those barber licenses, and they making $100,000, $600,000 on those barber licenses. You slipping, homie. You ain't no barber. I'm like, damn right, I ain't no barber. Them jokers have steady hands. I ain't screwing up none of y'all here, y'all calling me and talking a bunch of shit. Fuck that. Oh no. Y'all ain't getting it to me. I'm gonna hang up the phone on y'all. It's gonna be like click. You know you screwed up, click. You gonna be in a chair, you gonna be like, but I said I needed like this, get out. On to the next one, because I'm not a barber. I can't go because somebody told me to be a barber, I go do that. Why don't I take the time and figure out where my skills and my abilities are at? And it's cool not to be a college graduate. It's just not cool to be stupid. I'm just not about that. One of my NCOs, non-commissioned officers in the military, he said, hey man, if you don't graduate college, don't be stupid at least. Read, educate yourself. Then you can stop talking about everybody trying to scam you. The level of entitlement is crazy. And people do be trying to scam in the U.S. Don't get that twisted. There'll be a bunch of scammers out this joint. I'm not going to lie. It's scammers out here. Oh, no. Okay? It's a bunch of scammers out here. And America itself isn't the scam. It's your attitude towards this stuff. And that's why you'll never get that house at 39.
Saying my American Express card is now limited to a certain amount. But a research, the last time something like this happened, it was the beginning of COVID. And then prior to that, it was the 2008 recession. Ooh. So maybe we're fucked, man. Card is on auto pay. I never have a balance on it. And all of a sudden, I get it limited when it wasn't limited before.
Just know y'all not going to want to hear this, but did you know using Affirm is really not that good for you? Did you know that using Affirm shortens the length of your credit history every time you open up an account and pay it off and it gets closed? If you go to your credit report right now, you ain't even got to go to the real one. Go to Credit Karma. If you look under closed accounts, every Affirm account that you open to pay something off, it closes the account. It shortens the length of your credit history. Some people are only able to progress in life because of their credit history, like the length of their credit history.
So let me get this straight. Capital One is closing people's accounts for credit cycling. They're closing your account for what they call credit cycling. I'm so confused. So basically, if you purchase something and you pay it off, and then you purchase something again and you pay it off, they're considering that to be credit cycling, and then they're going to close your account? That's insane to me. I thought that's what they've always wanted you to do with your credit cards. Pay off the balance. So Capital One is going to close your account because you're doing exactly that, and they're calling it credit cycling. That's a darn shame. What it is, in my opinion, they're not getting the interest. They're not getting interest payments. So without interest, they're not making money. So what they're doing is just closing your account because you're paying off your credit card. Please make this make sense, Capital One. Credit cycling.
I'm going to.
Yeah. That's the sad part about this. Even in real estate, we say build your credit, right? Because you want to be able to buy a house. You want to be able to get investment properties. But I honestly, dude, I'm gonna tell you, the credit game. I've never been a fan of the credit game. I just never been a fan of the credit game. I get it because I needed to buy houses, to buy land, to buy my primary residence. But there is a higher way of doing it. People pay cash for a lot of shit too. And I know you like, Leon, I ain't paying $1,000. those houses cost $300,000. I get it, bro. I'm not saying buy a house at $300,000, but damn, I just ain't gonna keep giving them money, interest, for them loaning me $5,000, $1,000, $500 to do like simple shit. I've always just been the person that believes in self-financing or financing through like collective financing. I just couldn't do that. I just can't hold it. And we do have cards, but honestly, bro, I don't even use it. You got to realize when they get you, credit is like a drug sometimes. For most people, it is. When you use that thing, you just get high on somebody else's supply, my homie. Oh, no. You getting high on their joint. And then you become addicted to it. And then we become a credit-based society. Nothing moves in our country without credit. Y'all know that, right? And they look at us crazy who actually don't put our trust in being the biggest and owing the most to the bank, so they got to cut a deal with us in order to continue to not get foreclosed on or some other stuff. Y'all know people who do it. Robert Kiyosaki, man, that boy $1 million, but that's $1.5 billion in assets, and it's generate him money. I get it, but you and me, like me and you, like honestly, everyday people, bro. You have to be careful with this thing. There are countries, I believe that's the reason why some countries, like some countries in Africa, whether you're talking about developing countries, South America, some third world developing countries, they don't have a credit system like we do. They buy if you can't buy it cash, you can't buy the house. Y'all think about that. Think about that. Because Cash App also is giving instant loans right now. Damn, I gotta pay my Cash App. It's the loan.
This makes sense. Capital One. Credit cycling.
I'm going to cancel all of my credit cards with American Express. I have been using them since I think 2018 for pretty much 100% of my spend. I have spent probably $6 to $15 million per year on those cards. So a rather large amount of money. And I also have, I think, 9 business cards and then 2 personal cards. So pretty large customer, at least in my eyes. I mean, they make probably millions of dollars from me. And been paying on auto pay the entire statement balance every single month for the history of my account, and then all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're going to drop your limit. I never had a limit.
It's not profitable anymore. And that's the weird part. I'm trying to figure, and I've always thought about this. Why is it that they do that to people that pay on time? And I realized because it's not profitable anymore. They need you to be interest deep into them. So where are they going to go to get interest payments? It's got to be that line between, oh, occasionally you're behind. Occasionally we can get a couple dollars of interest out of you. And it got to go from there. You can't be on, oh, you get no interest from me and you only pay a yearly $198 fee. Come on, bro. They don't want that.
Able to spend anything that I wanted on any card, and now all of a sudden they drop me to $250,000 spend per month on some of the cards.
I am so sick and tired of these credit card companies trying to charge us astronomical interest fees.
I'm sorry, homie. You I can't believe you. Okay, I'm gonna just say this. I gotta say this. I got to. If I don't say this, I won't be good for any of y'all. How the hell you making a comment, getting upset, and you got millions of dollars in credit lines, and they dropped you to half of that, and you're like, I'm going to do a TikTok video on getting half of my multi-million-dollar credit line reduced. Anyway, like I said, I just had to say it. Come on, dude. You would have thought about the same thing too.
I am so sick and tired of these credit card companies trying to charge us astronomical interest fees. And then when you pay off the bill, they still trying to charge you off of a zero amount, talking about some. First of all, let me get into what bank I'm talking about. I'm talking about Citibank. I have a credit card with them. I paid the balance off in full July 4th. Why July 17th, they all of a sudden want to give me an interest rate? I already paid the bill off. What are you giving me interest off of? Call them up, call customer service up. They talking about some because you didn't pay the bill in 2 consecutive months, so I missed the month before payment wise, that we charged you extra interest. That interest should have already been applied. So now you just making up interest to apply to my August bill? I said, where's that in writing? This man cannot tell me where it was in writing. I'm literally looking at my statement balance. I'm looking at the statement. I'm looking at where it breaks down how it charges you interest. If you do not pay your payment in full, we will charge you interest. That is what I know. That is what is written. I don't know about any, if you don't pay 2 consecutive months, 3 consecutive months, then we're going to charge you extra interest. No, that is not written.
See? They getting it. It's going to change, man. We can't be reliant on credit to actually run this system. But this system is built on credit. So you got to ask yourself the question, if the credit companies are getting nervous about giving credit out to people, what is really coming?